welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Addie and today we are doing another reading vlog. This reading vlog is going to be interesting. I'm interested to see how much I end up reading because next week is my finals week, so I will be kind of busy doing that, but it's mostly just projects for my major, so I feel like I'm pretty ahead of it and I feel pretty good, so I don't think I'm gonna be losing my mind next week with it. So last semester I kind of did, but I feel like I kind of managed my time a little bit easier. We're gonna try and get some reading done and see how that goes. Also, this week is interesting because Sunday is Mother's Day and I'll be done with the semester, so I will be headed home. You guys will still see the apartment throughout the summer. I'm gonna be coming back and forth, but half of the vlog will be here and the end will probably be at home. I'm very excited to be home. I'm so excited to be done with school and to just focus on reading. So very soon my videos are going to, I just feel the quality is gonna get better and I can finally start being more creative and just reading more in general because I have 3 whole months of nothing and I'm so excited. The week after that I'll be on vacation, so you guys will be seeing a vacation vlog. So this is my last regular vlog for a little bit, at least for May probably. Yeah, so let's just get on into it. So let's start off with my reading plans for this vlog. I am in a really heavy romance mood lately. I think it's because the sun is out. I'm feeling the very beachy vibes. I read so much fantasy and cozy mystery in April, and as much as I loved that, I loved it so much. I had the time of my life. Now I'm I need a little mindless fun, especially now that I'm in finals. I'm stressed, and when I'm super duper stressed I fall to romance. The first book I want to read is The Conditions of Will by Jessa Hastings. I love Magnolia Parks. I love it. This is kind of outside the Magnolia Parks world. I think there might be one reference, so I'm interested to kind of see this storyline as it goes. I've heard really amazing things about this. I didn't like her last standalone, never, so I was a little weary going into this, but I've heard really great things. Would really like to read some of her writing again, so I'm excited about this. So I ordered the last Veronica Speedwell book, A Grave Robbery. I'm not sure when it's gonna get here. I'm hoping to read that in this vlog. I'm not sure if that's gonna happen. This is where it gets a little weird. I'm definitely gonna read this. I also would like to read A Great Big Beautiful Life. You guys know how excited I am for this book. You guys know how much I was looking forward to A Great Big Beautiful Life. Here's the thing. Me and my friends here want to buddy read this, and I'm so excited to buddy read it with them. But we kind of just need to get all on the same page. We're trying to coordinate, so I am just kind of waiting for them to be ready for A Great Big Beautiful Life. So I'm gonna read until they're ready. So we might pause a book and start this one, or we might not even get to it. So this is just kind of on deck waiting for its chance. So high hopes of getting to this book in this vlog. If not, that's okay. But I'm so excited. I have heard kind of iffy things, but the things that I've heard that are iffy I feel I'm gonna like. So I don't know how to feel about that. For now we're gonna start with The Conditions of Will and then possibly get into A Grave Robbery or Great Big Beautiful Life. We'll see what happens after this, but for right now we're reading Conditions of Will. And so I have some crafting plans because, as I said, Sunday is Mother's Day. I want to crochet my mom something. She loves when I crochet her stuff, and I love crocheting and I love crocheting for her. So I want to crochet my mom. I'm thinking a book cover for vacation. I'm thinking a book sleeve. So I need to go to the yarn store and get some stuff for that. So I think that's the main course. I'd like to make myself a book sleeve, but that's very optimistic of me because I'd also really like to make, I don't know why, I've been very hyper fixated on making a cross stitch bookmark. Do I know how to cross stitch? No. Am I convinced I could pick it up really quickly? Yes. So we're gonna learn how to cross stitch this week, but first I need to make my mom's crochet thing, and then I'm gonna make my cross stitch bookmark and kind of figure out what I need for that. That's the plan for this week. I don't think I'm gonna get a ton of reading done today or tomorrow, but I just wanted to kind of tell you the reading plans. Today I'm going out of town for the night, then tomorrow I'm going to be working on my finals. Monday, I think, is going to be better suited for reading. I think I am going to start this today though. I'm going to go to, it's a nice day out, and I think I'm going to go walk to the lake and just get some fresh air. Maybe read the first couple chapters or so. That's the plan for right now. I'm actually so excited about this reading vlog. I'm very excited about the books in this. And I'm also I'm excited about to read Jessa Hastings and Emily Henry and finish the Veronica Speedwell book. I've been reading that series for a year. It's crazy that it's about to be done. I'm hopefully more books, dying for more books, but excited to read the last one in it. So these are the plans, and I'm gonna go and get reading, and I will talk to you guys in a little bit. Hi guys, it is a couple of days later and I wanted to give you guys a quick update. The first thing I did, obviously, was I went out and got stuff for my mom's Mother's Day gift. I think it's coming together so cute. I got done the first few layers. I think this is gonna go a lot quicker than I thought it was, so I'm gonna continue working on this throughout the week, but very, very into it. And then I want to talk to you guys a little bit about Conditions of Will, because we will be taking a pause on this one because we're all ready to read Great Big Beautiful Life. So I want to read it at the same time they do. So we're going to start this book and take a pause on this one. I might still like read a chapter or two here and there with this one because I have this one on Kindle Unlimited. So like sometimes I just prefer to read the Kindle like late at night, but the main book will be Great Big Beautiful Life. But I want to talk a little bit about this one because even though I'm pausing it, like I don't really want to. I'm really excited to get back into it, which is like, I don't want to be done with the Emily Henry book because I know I'm gonna love that too, but I am really liking Conditions of Will. This book is crazy. I'm starting to understand a little bit more of like the religious cover. There's a lot of like religious undertones throughout this book. Jessica Hastings' characters are so distinct because all of her characters are just so frustratingly annoying. I actually like the main character here. Like she has her quirks, but like it's kind of like Magnolia where it's like I love her still. Like she has her issues, but like she's by far my favorite. Everyone else is pissing me off. Okay, the main guy Sam, he's pretty fun, he's pretty chill. I like Sam for her. I think they pair nicely. However, she lives in London now. She was banished to London from her South Carolina family when she was 16. She's been there for 10 years now. And her South Carolina family is like kind of rich, ultra religious, like deep South ideals. She just doesn't fit in with that, and like it's just she goes home and it's like the most suppressing, frustratingly annoying experience in the world. Her family's not very nice to her, and they're not very nice people in general, but she's there for her dad's funeral, so she kind of has to be there. She hasn't seen her siblings or her mom in like years, and there's something that happened. The reason she got banished is like still a big tense thing, and like I'm just so intrigued to see where this goes, because right now like it's just super tense, like very, very tense, and I know it's all gonna boil over and it's gonna like come to a head, and I just like I need to get there. Like she is building this tension so well, where I'm like chapter after chapter I'm like, okay, one more. So Jessa Hastings' writing is just kind of like that for me. The way she writes her books is just addicting. Like I can't put them down. Like I love to hate them. Like I get so frustrated and so upset, but they make me feel so many things, and I just literally can't put it down and stop reading them. Very much obsessed with this one. I'm so happy to be liking in one of her standalones. I am definitely feeling the Jessa Hastings writing style that we know and love. Like I adore her writing style. It's so like lyrical. The way she describes things is just so unlike anything I've ever read before. She's just so like, give me a piece of Jessa Hastings writing and I could spot it a mile away, and like I feel like that's so unique, and I feel like that's so special when an author has that, because like it makes you stand out. Like I would know Jessa Hastings easy. So I love that about her, and I'm very excited to hop back into this one, but for now we've got to take a break. We've got to take a break from her and start a great big beautiful life, which I am so excited for. Honestly, I want to go into this one kind of blind. All I know is it's dual timeline, and it follows two writers who want to write the story of this ultra rich lady who owned this house, kind of like the last great American dynasty, which is where she got her inspo, that song. They want to write that story, so it's like two competing authors, which I'm very excited to read. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Beach Read, so I'm hoping I get those feelings too. I'm just so excited to get into this. This is like my Super Bowl. Getting an Emily Henry book once a year is my Super Bowl. I have been counting down the days, and the day is finally here, and I'm so excited. So definitely want to get a good chunk of this done tonight. Maybe 100 pages in would be nice. So finals update. I turned in my math final today, so don't have to worry about that anymore, which is very exciting for me. So, and I got a good chunk of one of my projects today, so all I have to do is write like a 2-page like cover letter explaining my project, and then I just have to finish like my educational portfolio, and then I'm done, and then I'm free to read and craft, and just, oh, I'm so excited. So hopefully I don't think my next update I'll be completely done, but hopefully in the next couple of days I will be finished, and you guys are about to see me so happy, and like a new Addie, like a weight has been lifted off my shoulders. I'm just, oh, I'm like getting giddy thinking about it. But I've been staring at a laptop all day, and I feel like I need a little break. For me, when the clock hits 7, I'm out. If it's not done, it's not getting done. And luckily I don't have anything to do tomorrow, so I'm gonna do what I've been wanting to do and get into a great big beautiful life. A little bit of book mail too. I got a Grave Robbery in the mail, and if I finish both those 2 books, I will be starting this one. So I just wanted to let you guys know. This is also in the running for a read this week. I really want to finish this before I head on vacation next week, because I just don't really want to bring this with me, and I want to be done with the series. So this will definitely be being read in the next like few books. So I'm going to hop into A Great Big Beautiful Life, and I will chat with you guys more tomorrow. guys, so I wanted to give you guys a little bit of an update on Great Big Beautiful Life. It's nighttime. I usually don't film at night because like lighting sucks, but this was the only time today I had time for this because I am officially done with this school year. I turned in my last final today. I'm so excited. Me and my friends went swimming to like celebrate. Literally, I just feel such like a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like I truly didn't realize like how much this was stressing me out, and like I don't know if you all this free time, like I don't know what to do with like not being stressed out of my mind. I can't believe I have like I have all the time in the world to just sit here and read, which is insane to me. So I just want to do like kind of a quick update on Great Big Beautiful Life because I'm flying through it. I'm already on page 278 and I have a feeling I'm going to finish this tonight. I mean, it's only, oh my god, it's 8:45. I thought it was like 6. I don't know where the time went. Maybe I won't finish this tonight, but I'm gonna finish it soonish, hopefully. I'd like to finish it before I go home. I have some thoughts on A Great Big Beautiful Life. I think this is incredibly different than anything else I've seen Emily Henry write. But that doesn't mean I'm liking it any less. I just don't know how to feel about it yet. But I am like very into it. Like I read it very fast. Like I love her writing as always. This book reminds me a lot of The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I'm getting huge influences from that. And I really like that book, so that's a really good thing for me, but it means that it's definitely leaning more literary fiction. Like it follows Alice and Hayden, who are the writers that are competing to tell the story of Margaret Ives, but the scenes like with Alice and Margaret are absolutely giving like Evelyn Hugo, and like they're telling Margaret's story and we're getting flashbacks to that and we're kind of getting that dual timeline. And I definitely feel like Alice's journey throughout the story and Margaret's journey is definitely the focal point of this, and the romance is kind of secondary, but that doesn't bug me. But I see like a lot of the negative reviews on how like some people don't love that, but I really love literary fiction, so, and I love Emily Henry's writing, so it's something that I'm really enjoying. But if you tend to like Emily Henry's romance side of things more, like Funny Story, Happy Place, Beach Read, People We've Been on Vacation, like all of those have like women's fiction elements in it, but I feel like this is the biggest literary fiction book she's put out, and I really like it, but I can see why like some people wouldn't. Like I see a lot of people like saying that they were bored during the Margaret scenes, or they just kind of wanted to see the romance, and I totally like valid points. Like I love their romance and I'm kind of itching to see more of it, but I still am enjoying the other parts I'm getting. I also really like the main character in this book, Alice. She is super optimistic. She is very glass half full to this point where it's almost like naive, but I really like reading a character like that. I like reading a character where like there's just so much positivity from her, and I think there's going to be a point where she has to face some of the negative parts in her life, and I'm excited to see that because I think that's going to be good for her, because sometimes you have to acknowledge that not everything is good. But I really do like admire and like her optimism. I think she is a really interesting character to read about, and not one that I read about often. I feel like too with Emily Henry's characters, the way she writes them, they're all vastly different, but I feel like I can see a part of myself in every character that she writes, even though the main characters are so vastly different. I feel like that's such a talent to be able to like create such well fleshed out characters that like there are elements that are just so relatable to like, I feel like just like the female experience, that you can kind of relate to any of the characters. I've loved all of her female main characters. I also really like with the dual timeline stuff, I feel like I'm kind of picking up some parallels between Alice's and Margaret's like lives and like struggles with like their family dynamics, but obviously they had very different upbringings, so that's really interesting. I'm interested to see how to delve a little bit more into Alice's family dynamics and Margaret. So Margaret Ives is like just kind of like old money rich, but like she was like the tabloid princess. She married a rock star and then like she went into hiding, and now she's finally like coming out with a story at her side of the story, and she is an enigma. I need her to talk more because it was really funny. So it goes back in time with this. Like Alice was like at the beginning of the interview like, okay, start from the beginning. Margaret's like, let's start with my great grandfather Lawrence in 1904. I'm like, girl, or like the 1800s, I don't know, but it was during the gold rush, and I'm like, is this really the beginning? When someone says like, tell me the story from the beginning, like you're starting with great grampy, that's so funny to me. I was like, yeah, I guess we really are starting from the beginning. So like definitely a slow burn learning her story, but I think it's gonna be really interesting when we hear a little bit more, and I need like a twist. I'm really excited to hear like kind of put all the pieces together. With the romance too, I really like how like she's very sunshiny. Alice is very sunshiny. Hayden is very grumpy. But I really like how Alice like sees through him, and like she is so optimistic. She sees the good in everyone, and she like immediately sees the good in him, and she like doesn't give up on him when like he's surly at first. Like she's like, oh, like he probably has other things going on, like, and she defends him. I feel like she like gets him, like she like understands him. I really like that. I like how she's not like, oh, he's just grumpy. Like I feel like she just gets him, and I really enjoy that. I'm enjoying seeing their romance kind of bloom. And I feel like Hayden like needs someone like Alice. I feel like they're really good for each other, because I feel like Alice needs someone to like bring her down to earth sometimes, and I feel like Hayden needs someone to like have some like joy and optimism and like fun in his life. So I feel like they balance each other really well, just like on like a compatibility scale. But yeah, so as I continue reading, I'm really excited to learn more about Alice's family dynamics, get Margaret's full story, and see Hayden and Alice's romance really bloom. And it is definitely setting up for a really good ending. So I'm hoping to like I have like 130 more pages, so I don't know if I'm gonna finish tonight, but definitely tomorrow morning if I don't tonight. And then I will keep reading Conditions of Will and hopefully begin a grave robbery. Today is Wednesday. Yeah, I'm going home Friday. When I go home, I might go to Barnes and pick up a couple of new releases that I'm excited about, so maybe we'll head there together. We get to go to my home Barnes. You guys know how I feel about my home Barnes and Noble, so we're heading home. I'm so excited. Yeah, tomorrow I want to finish this, but like I have to pack up because I'm not going to be here for 2 weeks, so gotta do that. But other than that, I'm free, so don't have that much else to do. So very excited to keep reading Great Big Beautiful Life, pick up Conditions of Will again, because I was really enjoying that. Like I had to put it down, but like I have like had it in the back of my mind, so I'm super excited to go back into that. Yeah, as of right now, all I've got for you is the Great Big Beautiful Life update, but I will keep you guys updated, and I will talk to you guys hopefully tomorrow. So let's chat a little bit more about Great Big Beautiful Life, because I finished it this morning. What a day this has been reading this book. I don't know how to feel. It's so different from anything Emily Henry's done. I don't really know how to rate it. This book, unfortunately, is not a 5-star read. I just didn't get that feeling, but that doesn't mean I still didn't think this was a great book. I think I was reading the reviews, I feel like people are being way harsh on this. It's just because it's like different. It's a little bit slower paced, a little bit more, I don't know. As I said, it's definitely more literary fiction than her other books. As I got to the ending though, I flew by the last 100 pages. I loved the last 100 pages because it was kind of fun, like with the Evelyn Hugo thing. Like it definitely reminded me of Evelyn Hugo, where there was a little bit of a twist at the end, and like where it's like you got to hear Margaret's full story throughout the entirety of the book, like starting back at the great-great-grandfather. You finally get like some answers at the end, and it's crazy. That like little plot twist at the end was really good. I felt like I was reading like a mystery. I was like, okay, Emily Henry, the queen of genres. Like we got a little bit of everything in here. So overall, I really liked the whole plot point. I really liked Margaret's story actually. Like I feel like it really added a lot to the book. First, starting off with like the two love interests with Hayden. I really liked Hayden for Alice. As I said, he was definitely swoon worthy. Like he had some great quotes. And then like with Cosmo and Margaret, their like dual love story, I really liked learning about Margaret's love story. I wish that one was a little bit more fleshed out, because like it was built up to be the best romance, like the most all-encompassing romance America or the world has ever seen, and like I just wish we saw a little bit more of it, and I wish we spent a little bit more time on it. I feel like we spent a lot of time talking about the gold rush or world wars or stuff, and I'm like, let's talk about the juicy stuff. Like, I feel like we spent a lot of time on like the build up of the story, but like when we got to like the real like meat of Margaret's story, it was felt a little rushed, and I wish we got a little bit more of that. But I did feel like the family dynamics were explored really well, like with mother and daughter, sister relationships, really enjoyed that. Father-daughter relationships, we kind of had it all, and I liked that a lot. I feel like Alice and Margaret had like some of the same feelings towards like family complications, but like it's different when so much money is involved, because like Margaret's obviously such like old money, and Alice grew up on like a very humble farm in Georgia, but they still at the center of it have the same complex feelings towards family and towards love, and even the people we see in the media, even the people in super small towns, like we're all just so connected, and I liked kind of how it brought that together a bit. And as always, Emily Henry's writing is beautiful. I love her writing. Overall, this was Emily Henry read, so I loved it as always. I think I'm gonna settle on a 4-star read for this. Not my favorite Emily Henry book, but not my least favorite either. I feel like 4 stars is a good place for it to sit. Happy Place still reigns supreme on my Emily Henry rankings. I don't know if anything can ever dethrone Happy Place. Happy Place is by Happy Place. If I could read that book for the first time again, I would. So now I'm going to hop back into Conditions of Will. I've actually like low-key haven't been able to stop thinking about this, so I'm kind of excited to hop back in and be able to just like fully submerge myself in it. So that's what I'm probably gonna do for the rest of the night. I am going home tomorrow, which is crazy. I'm scared to go home. I'm not scared to go home, I just hate packing with everything in me, and like I'm freaked out because I'm going home for a few days, and then I'm going on a trip, and then I'm coming back here. So it's like I have to pack for like numerous things, and I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks, so definitely don't want to forget anything. But so a little bit nervous about that. I did finish a book today, so I think I'm going to let this lie for a little bit. It's only Thursday, and I definitely think I can finish this by the end of the vlog. Also, little crochet update. This is what we got from my mom's thing right now. It's going really good. I think I'm just going, let's see. It might be okay if I just do like one more white on top and then like the little clips, and it'll be done. So almost done with this. I love this pattern. I have had a lot of fun doing this. I think I'm gonna make one for my friends and then for myself too while I'm on vacation. I feel like this will be like a good little plain project. But yeah, that's the only updates I really have for you right now. I think I'm gonna make some dinner and read a little bit more of Conditions of Will, finish up my crochet project, and then I will talk to you guys a little bit more tomorrow. Why is Sam Penny so right? How did Jessica Hastings like rate the most perfect guy? This after like BJ is insane.
So I got awful footage here because it was so crowded, but I did end up getting my friends. I really want this book so on my radar. Rabbit Moon is on my radar. I ended up impulse buying the favorites because it just looks so good. Who is Janie Francis? I've seen so much discourse on this. Gifted and Talented is also on my radar, but not going to read it immediately, so I didn't pick it up yet. Also, I checked out the romance table. Unfortunately, didn't get anything, but kind of regret it.
Hello. I'm obviously back at home. Also, like, there's literally not a single good place to film in this bedroom, and I forgot how frustrating that was. So this is what we got. We got a blank wall. So I just wanted to hop on real quick and end out this vlog because I have finished The Conditions of Will. Guys, this is crazy. The way I don't think I've done this since like high school, where I stayed up until 2:30 in the morning. I'm a grandma. It takes a lot for me to stay up till 2:30 reading. I could not put it down. I took out my Kindle and I just like read till the end. It was captivating from start to finish. Like, it had me hooked from the beginning to the end, and this book was truly phenomenal. It might be one of my new favorite Jessa Hastings books. I think the only one that tops it is Into the Dark. It really doesn't, like, it almost doesn't get better than this. Like, it's so good. I just really never thought I'd see the day where I liked Jessa Hastings like male lead. Like, Sam Penny was so good from start to finish. Like, there was never a moment where I was like, ugh, like he was giving me the ick like most Magnolia Park's men do. I loved him from beginning to end. I could not stand these siblings though. Like, the good main character, the good male lead, is where the good characters end. When I tell you, these siblings drove me up a wall, and that includes every single one of them. Every single one. They were the worst to her. Truly the worst. Her whole family was god awful. But you know, that's the Jessa Hastings we know and love, with really frustrating characters, frustrating plot points. I also think this obviously you can see it on the front with like the religious symbolism going on, but like there was a lot of really interesting religion takes, religion commentary in this, which I wasn't really expecting, which I guess I should have from the cover. It was really, really interesting to the cats want in. Give me a second. We got one of the kitties. We got little Fergie appearance. Isn't he so much bigger than Winter Break? Like, he's such a little kitty. He's so sweet. They have stolen my heart. A little update on that. Unfortunately, my cat Aurora, who we know and love, does not love these kittens. She is extremely territorial, and if anyone has any tips on like how to introduce kittens, I would really appreciate it, because I'm gonna be here a lot of this summer and Rora's gonna stay here, and it's so hard because she just hates them. Come here, Fergie. He's so cute. He's just sitting on my bed. He's kind of like become my little shadow, and I'm like, I don't really know how that's happened because I'm never here. But anyway, I really did like it's interesting, like their viewpoints on religion, and I thought her perspective on religion was super interesting because like she grew up really religious, and like obviously she doesn't agree with a lot of the really narrow ideal, like the box that they put her in, but like it didn't make her like non-religious at all. She had like a very interesting view on religion, which I found really interesting. As a little side note, the parents of this book, her parents, I fully imagined them the whole time as the parents from the 3rd season of The White Lotus. The Lorazepam mom who was like, you know, at this age, I'm just not meant to live an uncomfortable life. Or it's like, what are you doing with that middle-aged weirdo? I love her. Also, I love The White Lotus. I love that show. And she was a great character. The mom in this book sucked, but I did imagine them as the same person. Also, the brother Oliver, the whole time, I don't think this is what he's supposed to look like, but in my head just conjured him up as like Kirk, I think is his name, from Glee. That's exactly who I envisioned into my mind. And he grinded my gears. That character, her brother, they were supposed to be like besties. He might be like my least favorite of the siblings, which might be a really bold take. But hear me out. One of her siblings, Marianne, is like objectively the worst. Like, she's a narcissist, she's awful. That's just kind of who she is. Like, she's just awful. Oliver, throughout the book, is supposed to be like her like partner in crime. Like, they're supposed to be best friends. Like, they've been through so much together. They kind of just like have each other's backs in the family. He's kind of fake. Like, he said some things in here that were just so abysmally bad. Not just him, but like with the whole family. Like, there was a little bit too much forgiveness and understanding for her at the end for me. Like, this whole family has done her so wrong, has made her like the Scarlet A, like, and I feel like she should have held a grudge. Like, I would not have been this forgiving. I do think it makes sense for her character because she lives in London and she studies at Cambridge, and she's like a behavioral scientist, so she's kind of like a genius at reading faces and understanding complex like human emotion. Like, her whole job is understanding people. I feel like it makes her way too understanding of people in their life. it makes her understand why people make the shitty decisions that they make. But it makes her understand too well because she's just too forgiving. And I'm like, Georgia Peach, Georgia Honey, stand up for yourself, please. Stand the F up. I really like Georgia though. Like, I thought she was a really interesting main character. I loved watching her. She had this thing throughout the book where she like read people, and I really loved that. I just thought it was fascinating, like how she could tell like the little intricacies of people's faces. Overall, really enjoyed this book. I'm in between a 4.5 and a 5-star for it. I think I'm gonna sit on it for a bit and see if I'm still thinking about it a few books from now. I'm still thinking about it now. So right now it's seeming like it's leaning 5 stars, but I'm gonna put it as a 4.5 for now. Honestly, kind of boring of me, but I do think that Great Big Beautiful Life, which I left back at the apartment, I think I'm moving it up to a 4.5 because I haven't been able to stop thinking about like the ending, and like I'm still like, I've been getting like TikToks about it, and like I just feel like it's like grown on me the more I sat on it, and I just really love that book. So, and I think I'm leaning towards 5 stars with this. I'm not completely sure because it was just, her books are hard to rate 5 stars because they frustrate me oh so much, but they're so captivating and the writing is so beautiful, and I just feel so like immersed in her stories. So I feel like this is probably a 5-star, but I get so mad. I get so mad. She creates such infuriating characters. I did really like this. So I think I'm going to end up rating this 5 stars. I did start A Grave Robbery. I'm not going to vlog this, but I have started it and I've gotten to like 30 pages in and I'm really liking it so far. So just thought I'd give you an update on that. Obviously I love the Veronica Speedwell books, but I think this is probably going to end up being one of my favorites like right from the get-go. So loving this. Also, happy Mother's Day to anyone who celebrates. I want to show you my mom's card. I stole this from her. It's definitely not as intricate as I wanted it to be, but I did end up figuring out how to make like the little pop-up. It's just, I wanted more flowers though, but I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And this is the final book cover. I am so happy with this. I'm probably gonna make another one for my friends and for myself too, because I made this before. I made it in blue, but I feel like I definitely did it better the second time, and I would like a better one for myself, but I'm very happy with this cover. That brings us to the end of today's reading vlog. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Now that I'm on summer, let me know if there's any more like any themed reading vlogs you would like to see. I'm definitely more open to getting more creative with the reading vlogs now that I don't have to worry about school. Also, next week though, I am really excited because I'm going on vacation for the next couple weeks, so the next 2 vlogs will kind of be a part 1 and 2 of a vacation vlog. Thank you guys as always so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. If you like me or my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you to everyone who's already subscribed. I hope you guys have such a fabulous week and had a fabulous Mother's Day, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.